Welcome back. I'm your host with the most, TheChronicToast, and today we're diving into something just a little bit different. That's right, we're taking a look at Wreckfest. Oh man, previously called the next car game. Sometimes it still is, but we are going to be taking a look at a career playthrough. Now, I know a lot of different things have been said about career playthroughs. I know a lot of different people have said different things as far as, what it does, how it works, all those things. But for myself, I have not yet run through it. So I'd like to, and I think we are going to go forward with that. You might see up on the top right, level 42, Metal Cruncher. Tons of experience, tons of credits. I have done a lot of multiplayer, and specifically, I've gone in and done a lot of tournament play. So for those of you that don't know, you can go load into tournaments. There's a lot of really cool stuff. You can do daily tournaments, weekly tournaments, things like that, and it works out rather well. You can eventually unlock some really cool things, vehicles, different doohickeys, and generally, it's just a lot of fun. Kind of like little daily, weekly, and in some cases, monthly season challenges, which is always a lot of fun. And of course, a lot of multiplayer. You can go into server browser, and there's a lot of really, really cool servers here. There's some that aren't so great, but generally, do your due diligence, kind of go through here, find out some that work for you, doing different things that you'd like, and you'll have a good time. But for today, we're going to go in and do career. Before we touch on that, though, I do want to have full transparency. Um, I have all the DLC available for this game. So what that means is I've gone in and I've got all the different DLC cars, all the different things that have occurred. I think the only vehicles that I have purchased with credits that I've earned is going to be the Rammer, just because we had some friends online that were going down that route, and we said, hey, yeah, we'll do that. What we're going to be starting this series through and finishing, if at all possible, with is going to be the Rocket. I have not put any time into this vehicle other than making the paint a little bit unique, changing the colors up and stuff like that. There's been no upgrades. There's been nothing else. And so for the most part, we're going to go through and generally just work our way through and forward with this car as we go through the career. Now, I have seen a few different people over the years play the career. I have not. So this will be kind of the first round of us going into it. And we are going to tackle this one step at a time. We're going to go through and do a series of videos where we basically are going to say, hey, we're going to tackle these series of challenges. And then once we complete that, we'll move on to the next thing, so on and so forth. It's all about having fun. And I figured, you know what? What the heck? Let's take you along for the ride. Should be a blast. Now, FYI, I am in fact using a controller, an Xbox 360 controller for this. You can play this successfully with keyboard and mouse, all that fun stuff, just fine. I like the controller style. It reminds me a little bit more of a console racer. You can also use wheels and pedals, which is cool. But hey, we're here for a thing. Let's dive in. Oh man, let's hit that career button. Start or continue your racing career. There we are, career championship. So what can we do here? Looks like there are 5 major options here. So potentially we're going to have 5 major chunks of our series that we're going to be playing through. Regional juniors, and it looks like we'll likely be able to unlock challengers and or national amateurs after that, and then pro internationals, and of course, world masters. Now, regional juniors sounds like the place to start. So let's dive in and see what we got. Oh man, so career regional junior. Now this is FYI a complete first initial review of this stuff. I've never seen this stuff before. Looks like we've got a lawnmower challenge. We've got a natural born wreckers race, demolition racing, banger racing, demolition derby, demolition racing, and a challenge event too. Which, if I recall correctly, there it is on the bottom left. Reward is a TriStar. We get a car. So for those over here in the States or over in the UK and different places, depending what you think about demolition derby, figure eight racing, banger racing, things like that, you're gonna have a different opinion on the different 3 sets of AI in this game. You've got racers, crashers, and I think somewhere in between you've got something else. I'm already forgetting already. But what that means is this is a bit more inspired by your banger racing out of the UK, the kind of the AI and the options that are here in this game. So what that means is in any given race, you're going to have people that their main goal isn't necessarily to win. They just want to cause as much chaos and havoc and mayhem as possible. And so they might try to wreck you even if it puts them at a disadvantage. It's a little bit different from what you see from most of your rough and tumble demolition racing that you see over here in the States. where people, they'll spin you out, they'll, run into you, they'll try to put you out of the race, but their main goal is to still finish the race and finish relatively well off, in a good position or to help their team. So banger racing is a little bit different. If you're curious about that, go check it out on YouTube. Man, there's so many good videos out there learning how it works. It's really intriguing. It's a different mindset. So, um, yeah, man, what do we want to do? Let's lawnmower deathmatch challenge. Eat dirt. That sounds pretty cool. Demolition racing. That sounds pretty cool. 4 race events there, and of course you've got the banger racing blitz, Madman Stadium. Let's click on that. That sounds like a lot of fun. Vehicle not eligible. What? Ah, interesting. So there's different vehicles that you would have to unlock and get access to. We've already kind of spent money on those, so we're going to hold off on that for the moment. Let's see, what are the restrictions? Let's see, owned, D-class, American, type lawnmower for that. What is the one for the banger racing? Has to be European, C-class, all types. Okay, that's pretty darn cool. What about this? Next event, we can go into this progress. That's pretty cool. Let's just do the lawnmower racing for now. Yeah, we'll stick with this one for now. That should be all right. Demolition Derby lawnmower. What crazy zany action is this? Standings, of course. There's also a lot of cool, really awesome names in here. Of course, you've got the Chronic Toast ourselves up top. Options, vehicle damage. We can always go with normal, realistic, or intense. We'll leave it on normal for right now. I've heard there's a way to make the AI more difficult in some of these things, so we'll see how that goes if we get that option. And if we need to, we'll dive into that and tweak that up because I want to make sure the AI one, at least when we're racing, is going to be as difficult as possible. Oh, man. Ladies and gents, I apologize if I'm just yammering away. I am legit very excited to dive into this. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for a handful of weeks now until I've had a good time to sit down and just record and stream and have a lot of fun. So, Fairfield Grass Field Demolition Area, 1.6 acres, 3 minutes, 24 vehicles. Bonus targets to deal the most damage. The main goal is just wreck stuff, I think. Driving difficulty, we have easy. We'll leave this alone for now. I'm going to put the AI difficulty on expert. If we run across some stuff here where we're having issues, we'll leave it on normal here as well. Driving difficulty, when you turn this up, ABS, traction control, and stability control go off. That works pretty well if you have a wheel. It can be a bit more difficult if you're on a controller, so we'll see how that goes. We'll leave it on normal and AI difficulty on expert. You can't tune this vehicle, and let's see what happens. Oh, gosh. There we are. What was the thing? Power horse? Oh, man. Here we go. Here we go. Full head on. There we go. There's one smash. There's another one. See, position 1. We just got to wreck as many as we can. Oh, gosh. Here we go. Come on. Oh, man. These things are so slow. There we go. There's another one. We got a third one. Oh, and we get to reset. Okay, awesome. Awesome. Sometimes these are like one life only events, so you got to be a bit more careful, but we're just going to go for it. We're just going to go. We got 2 right there. Oh, my goodness. That vehicle is off, I guess. I'm not really sure. Boom. What's really cool is the AI definitely seems to understand when you're coming for him to like get avoidance and stuff like that, which is really cool. You get a chance to see a lot of really nifty things. We're just going to send it. We're just going to try to get as much chaos as we can here. And we got 2 minutes left to go. We're going to try to keep getting this rolling through. Oh, we missed him. Who do we have over there? Oh, gosh. There's this big hill in the middle. Let's go for BOGO. B-O-G-O. Oh, we missed. Oh, we don't want to take ourselves out. There we go. Not too bad. And just missed him. We went for Snitz. Snitz is down. There's BOGO again. Oh, BOGO's already out. And what about Wilbert? Wilbert's down. And Narandir. Now, of course, if you ever get stuck, you can always press that reset button. Make sure that's mapped so you're good to go. We're just going ham on this. Oh, my goodness. 1 minute left. There it is. A lot of these demos are pretty cool. I'm a huge fan when it's the vehicles. These are a little bit cheesy. If this was happening in real life, there'd be I'm sure some lawsuits, but like you're doing lawnmower junk. This is hilarious, man. I remember growing up and being at some friends' houses and stuff, trying to soup up lawnmowers and figure out how we can make them faster. Just goofy stuff, man. Stuff that's makes, I'm sure, the parents kind of ask the question of, well, why? What are you doing? There we go. And as always, as well, ladies and gents, if the audio is sounding good on this, great. If it's not, please let me know. There are some levers that I can pull to make sure that still sounds relatively well. I want to make sure that you can hear the game, but also that my voice comes through just fine. We've got 30 seconds left. We are still in first place. We want to make sure we are doing as good as we can. We've lost the cover on our lawnmower. That can't be very good. Oh, that's a wreck. That's just going to hurt us. There we go. Oh, 15 seconds. Can we get someone else? We got one. I don't know if we got that one, though. We got some. There it is. There's another one. And challenge success says it's going good. 4 seconds left. Come on, buddy. Oh, we missed him. Spin around there and get a nice beauty shot of the lawnmower. Not too shabby. We hung on to that, and it worked out just fine. We wrecked 6, and our target was 3, which is pretty cool. So we have a 6-0 wreck ratio. Not too shabby. I don't think anyone's really came close to that at all. Nope. Not really. So we're going to continue that button. Hey, look at that. Our lawnmower's on fire. Finishing position. We got a lot of experience there, which is really, really cool. Difficulty bonus. So the more difficult you make it, you get some more cool experience. And again, even when you're racing, if you spend someone else out or wreck them, you're going to get even more legitimate stuff. So it looks like we got ourselves a lawnmower finally. At least here in the States, which is pretty nifty. Finally got one of those, which is awesome. And we completed our very first event. Bonus targets, 1 out of 1. Total points, 100 out of 100 points. Here in the regional juniors, oh man. Natural born wreckers, what do we need for this? This is a series of races, I think. So we can tackle that pretty easily here in a moment. Demolition derby, that could be a lot of fun. Demolition, that's fine. We'll take a look at this. What do we need for this? It's a oval, so we'll be doing some round racing, and we'll be racing with a rocket, which is what we wanted to do here. We got to get this car upgraded and leveled up. Man, this looks like a lot of fun. I really, anytime there's tracks that have crossovers and stuff, it's always a lot of fun to see what happens. This one's cool. Fearless driver, the Crusher, all black and white to kind of fit the TheChronicToast theme, as it were. You can see here in the bottom left how the event progress works. We're going to hopefully finish in the top half here, go to the next event, so on and so forth, and then we go to the final event. This one is all on surface dirt, grid size of only 16, but it's only 3 laps. Difficulty, we'll leave everything here, expert and normal. Tuning, we're going to bump this all the way down to soft suspension. We want to get as much body roll as we can to ensure that we can get this car to kind of kick over and bite on those rear wheels and just kind of help us turn. I'm going to kick the gear ratio all the way down. I want as much ability to get in the top gear as quickly as possible. I don't think we're going to see a lot of straights. And we're going to lock that rear end. So between the body roll, the gear ratio, and the differential, we should get that back into kick out and then plant. And we'll put that gear balance, that brake balance all the way to the rear. That way when we apply those brakes and let off, we'll get this car to turn even more. Not too shabby. Now let's see what happens. Beautiful car. We got some competition. Oh, baby, here we go. Oh, yeah, on the outside, not very smart if there's going to be some people that don't want us to be here. We're going to dive onto the bottom and see if we can't get up front. L3VN, what are you doing, man? No, stop it. Do not want. Oh, gosh. And the van is coming after for us. All right, we have a rival. Felix, I think he's in the van. Man, oh, my gosh. Major Tech, what are you doing? Oh man, 15 out of this is not good, ladies and gents. Not good at all. We just got punted off this track. I highly doubt that we're going to be able to pick this up. Not good. Not good at all. Oh man, use that e-brake, trying to get around. Yeah, we're not going to be able to make that up. Felix, why? Why did you do that, man? Oh my goodness. That just completely hosered us so hard. Oh man, there it is. That's exactly what we were talking about. Is sometimes you run into racers that just go, nope. It's absolutely my mission. You are done. You're donezo. There's no way. And Felix didn't even make the cut. So, oh, there it is. There's our driver and our mechanic kind of looking around going, crap, that's not good. That's not good at all, you know? So it looks like we can attempt to do that again, which is pretty awesome. So we are going to go for it. We're going to one more time. Ooh, did we do this right? Did we do this wrong? Which one? I'm already forgetting what we're doing. Dirt ovals. That's what we're doing. This is the one that we need to dive into. So we're going to do this again. We're going to make sure that our vehicle options and everything are all set up. We're going to go for the event. Should be all right. So the trick I'm going to try to do, we just don't have enough power yet to kick that back end around as much as I want. We're going to try to get to the inside, and that way we can avoid getting pushed onto the upper embankment up there. It should work out all right. Make sure the tune is good. It does remember what we did. That'll be all right. I'm going to kick the gear ratio up a little bit. It seemed like we're having some trouble shifting just a little bit, and that'll be all right. Got to get to the inside. We've got to get to the inside down here as soon as we possibly can. And we've made it, and we got turned. We just got to finish in the top half. That's all we got to do to succeed and get through in this, and we'll be all right. Grandmaster B-Funk up there. What a name. And Gravy. Oh, man. Some of the names that they've got for this, either from original Kickstarter backers or just player names that play the game that are now used here, it's good stuff. So I just want to be in this top half. That's all I want to be in. We're trying to get this car to turn. We need to upgrade it. We'll do that here after this event. Leave me alone, Z. No need to get there. Here we go. Kick that back end around a little bit. We're cruising, getting a little bit better. We aren't popping up into fourth gear, but we aren't just rev lining on third gear, which is all right. I think we finished okay. 6th place. We needed to be in the top half, which was 8. So we just made the cut. Not too bad. That's around 1 out of 3, which is pretty darn cool. Nice. We're going to be going here the next time around. Again, it looks like it's the same exact track, so we'll go here. We're going to try to get to the bottom end as fast as possible. This might prove difficult. I want to get down. I want to get to the inside. Grandmaster B-Funk, come on, man. Just let me get down there. That's all I want. I just want to clear you. You can turn me if you want. I just want to get under there. We got the Duke. There we are. We finally made it to the bottom of the track. That way we can't necessarily get up there. Learjet. I've seen Learjet 11 as far as the name goes on many multiplayer servers up there. As far as AI drivers, Learjet's a pretty okay driver. If you ever see Darketh out there, yeah, that AI driver's a jerk. We're right behind Snitz right now. He's asking if we are even trying. We're coming on the inside. Rubbin's racing. Here we go, trying to kick this around. We have enough of a lead. They're not going to slingshot past us. Oh, baby. Oh, yeah. There we go. We finally got our first win in the second round. 14.9 on this. We got the fastest lap, too, which is pretty darn cool. And, I mean, it's not too surprising. There's only a few other vehicles that are a bit higher rated than us right now. And they're not necessarily the best ones, let's just say. They're little Thrashers, so little pickup trucks. We are now here to go in and do the final target here, the final opportunity for the championship. And again, it's the exact same track, grid size 16, 6 laps this time instead of 3. Bonus targets have caused at least 500 damage and performed the best lap. So I think that those bonus targets are for the series, so we might have already achieved those, which is my guess. We'll see. We're just going to hammer on down. Look behind us. We're gaining some speed. We're going to tap that brake, get this back end to kick out just a little bit to help us turn. They're catching up. They've got that Outlaw back there. That's a fun car to race. Very, very twitchy. But, oh man, it is very speedy if you can get the power down and keep that back end from stepping out. We're just walking away with it right now. We're doing pretty good, which I'll take. That's good. If we had a higher difficulty setting for the AI, I would always put them up on there. I always kind of want a challenge. So it might very well be that depending on how this goes, we might want to boost up the difficulty setting as far as driver assist and things like that. And we are about ready to lap Schnitz this time, whereas last time we barely caught up with him. A little bit of a door slam, a little bit of rubbins and racing, quarter panel touching right there. That's all right. Going on to the second to the last lap, angling it down in here, getting that dirt track drift going. Oh, man. For those of you that are out there wondering, this car that Learjet is running is, of course, a rammer. If you're playing multiplayer and you just want a good, solid, all-around car, even here in career, from what I understand, the rammer is a pretty predictable handling car. It's kind of an all-around vehicle. And yeah, it generally is just pretty decent. So if you get a chance, I highly encourage you to check it out. And here we go across the finish line. There it is. Oh, man, our car's even in one piece. Nice. 15.004 seconds. Not the fastest. You can see that actually went to a rammer. It's a pretty decent car. And there it is. We barely qualified on our first round. Then we took the win on the second and the final. And we got ourselves some wheels, which is pretty cool. We don't have to pay for them anymore, which is nice. And a good chunk of change, good chunk of XP. Not too shabby. There it is. Final position 1. Bonus targets 2 out of 2. Total points 200 out of 200. I think we're off to a relatively good start. And I just realized there is more events to the right down here. Oh, dear goodness. Oh, man. So can we go back and upgrade our car? I think we can definitely give that a shot. Let's see what we got here to upgrade this. We can throw all sorts of crazy cool stuff in there. I kind of want to keep it in the C class for right now because I don't know. I really don't know what the limitations are. And I want to make sure we continue with this car as much as possible. So we'll throw, some bigger improvements in there. And I think it's 164 is going to be the max. So we will take the cash that we have, which we're rapidly running out of. And we'll just start pumping this up a little bit as high as we can go. 1,000 left. We have not got this. We don't have sufficient credits for that. That would help us out. The camshaft as well, we don't have enough for. And the piston. So normally you would slowly unlock these as you go. We've already played a lot of multiplayer, so we've gotten a chance to get in there and really dive in. Can we get anything for 300? Maybe? I doubt it. I really doubt it. We can, however, get a sport, so we're going to go for that. We're going to take what we can get. 148, not too shabby. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that'll be the first time that we really dive into this for now with the regional juniors. If you like this content, please hit that like button. If you want to see more of that, please hit that notification button. That way, even if it doesn't quite take off in popularity within the first few days of posting, you will still see it show up in your notifications tab. And if you really, really, really like to see this stuff and you really enjoy it, post a comment down in the comment section down below. Let me know how happy you are about this, and we'll be diving in. I'm going to be going through all these events here, and we will be eventually going through the national amateurs, challengers, and so on and so forth. I'm excited. This is all brand new to me, so I'm really, really stoked. Rumor has it there's a bus somewhere, and I'm really excited to get my hands on one. So with that being the case, again, thank you very much for sticking around, checking out something new. And if you like what you see, let me know, and I'll make sure that we got more of that coming back on the channel. So as always, have a good one, and I'll see you next time.